your health, your mana, flower power.
Oh, I love that. No, that's way better.
Flower power. Yeah, hell yeah.
There's not a man, woman, or child on earth I wouldn't steal from to get my Mario game.
My favorite Overwatch character is the big gorilla. Was it difficult or was I a child?
Where is Guts' armor? Where is Guts' sword?
And then, so you basically have like a samurai showdown.
I'd love to be a goblin in the game.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 21 of Low Poly Podcast. We're here with Goblin Black. And I'm Goblin Lynch. Also me, Goblin you, Josh. Anyway, we're here to talk about video games. Yeah. We're straight to the point. No goblin noises today, Josh.
No, I'd reserve the right to do a few more goblins.
You know what? I give you a few goblins. We're here with Calvin on the decks as normal.
Hi.
He's Goblin Calvin. How are we? Do a goblin noise for us, Calvin.
No, he's big. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what? It's
B+.
pretty good. Well, yeah, we call it. He's not Goblin Calvin. He's just Big Nose Calvin. Isn't
Big Nose Calvin. Here he is,
implied.
living his best life, living in caves, skirting around,
raiding caravans.
But there's been lots of stuff happening, Josh. So we're very up to date this episode because we're recording the day before it goes out. So that means for the first time in ages, we can be
on the button,
on the pulse.
Great for me.
Yeah, of the gaming community.
Yeah, where I don't have to think of the topic. We can
just go, what the fuck happened?
Current news.
I can go to IGN.com and go, what are the articles saying? But no, I had some time off from work. So I have essentially just been playing video games non-fucking stop. Yeah. So a few things have come out. Doing a few things, having a nice time. Have you been playing anything before we get into the meat and potatoes?
I've just been playing Elden Ring.
Hell yeah.
And nothing else. I just quick, couple of hours of Elden Ring. I'll just be there like, oh my God. Those fucking graveyard watchdogs, right? I know they're not hard, but I'm fucking raging at them. Little fucking punks. I hate bitches. And there's some more feral boy time behavior, to be honest, because it's just me going, stupid fucking bitch dog. Get fucked. Yeah. That's it, really. I just hate these dogs. I hate the dogs. Oh, no, all dogs. All dogs in Elden Ring suck. Awful, because they're always just like, whoop, whoop, whoop. Which way am I going? And you're like, I'm here lumbering around this big fucking bitch. Like, you fucking die. Just going, no, I'm just going to nibble you.
What are the worst enemies in games?
It's always dogs.
Is it always dogs?
It's always dogs, because they're always fast and they're always annoying and they always do way too much damage. And then at the end of that, you've just killed a dog. Like, there's no upside.
Fucking Fido. Yeah. And they're always unassuming as well, because you go, oh, it's just a couple of dogs.
Yeah.
And then they kill you.
Fuck you up. I've been killed by dogs in Elden Ring more than any other creature. Not to brag, but I'm really bad at basic enemies. Yeah, and the other thing that always gets me about dogs is the fuckers, cheeky little fuckers that they are, who get programmed. They go, you know, when they die, we'll just make them do a little whiny dog noise with like. He's just like, yeah. It's just like, oh, I've just killed
an innocent creature.
Yeah.
It wasn't his fault. It's the owner's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's a bunch of XL bullies.
And I look like a 2-year-old child. Exactly.
But yeah, man. I've also been playing Elden Ring. We'll talk about that later because there's more Elden Ring news up and coming, which is nice. But what I've been playing loads of, and I know you don't care. First and foremost,
Calvin.
I know immediately you don't give a shit.
Break.
So it's not fighting game related. I'll bring that up later. But what we do have that came out a couple of days ago was Paper Mario
1000 Year Door.
The 1000 Year Door remake on the Switch.
With a is there a trans person in this? No?
There is.
No.
So that's a point I wanted to bring up. But I know you don't care about it, and I am definitely nostalgia blind to it. But I've merely finished within like 2-3 days. It's fire. It's really,
I'm thinking
really
of getting
good.
it just because how much you have not changed your opinion on it.
Yeah, and I was quite terrified to play it again because as a child I was obsessed with this game. I'm in a weird position with it because I never actually finished it. I got up to the final boss and I stopped playing. Not even too hard. And it's one of those things where I've like not finished purposefully. That I can I don't know how weird that is. Over. It's the one thing that I have with that, and I'm gonna finish it quite soon.
I had that with Metal Gear Solid 3, which is also the game that I don't want to play the remake of because I think it's going to be gash. But at the end where you're pointing a gun at someone, I was just like, I'm just not going to do that.
Just turn off the PS2.
I genuinely went away for like 2-3 hours and I was like,
she lives forever.
Yeah.
Stuck in that field.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. That's good. But I have a similar thing where I've played that game like 5 or 6 times, get to the last bit and I go, I'll come back to this another day. And it's it's the one game I have that like I'll leave for a couple of years, play and get that overwhelming nostalgia hard on. And I'll go just feel like a child again. And I've been feeling it. And the remake's done a very good job. It's taken out all the shitty parts. Like there's a lot of backtracking in that game and they essentially get rid of half of it.
Fucking
I was like,
maybe I will play it now.
Like it's definitely the better version. They give you an option if you want to play the GameCube music instead of the new fancy music whenever you want. That's nice. There's a trans person in it now. So the context, there's a party character you have called Vivian. Calvin! Google 1,000 Year Door Vivian. And in the original English release, apparently Nintendo of Europe were transphobic. and because people only know that she's a trans character because in the Japanese translation she is, and they just fucking edited it out. And like I didn't know until I seen a video quite recently. There she is. Great character. She's like a boss character at first, and then she's like, "Fuck this shit." Mario's class.
That's such a goated progression. Yeah. Enemies to friends is
the best.
Nothing better.
But they've added in the dialogue to basically confirm it in the Switch version. It was like, go on, the trans.
Yeah, the trans.
Up a trans.
Are people losing their shit about this?
A little bit. The biggest shit heap I've seen of this so far. The reviews all gleaming. 9 is the average. Looking very good. Obviously, very good game.
Yeah.
But everyone is fuming because it's on 7-year-old. When did the Switch come out?
I don't know.
2017.
I thought it was 2014. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that long.
It's 7 years. Well, 7 years. I think it's 7 years.
Okay, so what's 24 minus 7?
7
Calvin, what's 24 minus 7 right now? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
17.
There you go.
Good job. Everyone's complaining that it only runs it at 30 FPS.
Oh, who gives a fuck? Fucking go outside, you losers.
Honestly.
Oh, my 2D cartoon game doesn't run at 60 FPS. Fuck off.
On this thing that has the same power of an iPhone 6.
Oh, shut up. No one cares. Well, I know you care.
So, like, there's people on the internet, I was like, I'm not buying this fucking game because it's not 120 frames per second. Like, fuming. Because, like, people are also fuming that it's 50 quid. But that's fucking Nintendo. You can't buy any Nintendo game for less than that.
Is it only on Switch?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm never playing that one. Unlucky. Try again next time.
But it's very good. I'm enjoying it a lot. If you haven't played 1,000 Year Door, it's one of the best turn-based RPGs of all time. It's very much baby's first RPG.
I disagree.
Like if you're used to Final Fantasy and all them Virgin games, you'll go to this and go, what am I doing? There's like 2 buttons. But the story, the world, the characters, the combat is more simple, but it's more crack. Like your experience doesn't scale to level up. It's always get 100 experience and you level up, but you only level up in 3 aspects: your health, your mana, flower power.
Oh, I love that. No, that's way better.
Flower power. Yeah, hell yeah.
That's like the old cartoon show.
Yeah, and basically the third is badges. So instead of like learning new moves from different people and leveling up and learning fire slash, you just find some badges.
Sorry.
Fire slash. You ever play Final Fantasy, Josh?
Yes.
It's gay. Anyway, you just pick up stuff that you go, oh, you can use this now. But one of the ways that you level up is you get badge points, and the more points you have, the more badges you can clip onto Mario's overalls. And off you go.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, fantastic. I think you should play it. I think you'd enjoy it. It's dead funny.
Did you download it online?
I just bought it up my Switch.
Yeah, did you buy the disc or the...
No, the online version.
Yeah, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah,
because I'm not paying £50 to play it on my Switch. I don't need no stinking badges. That's why. No, I mean, it sounds really cool. I would really like to play lots of Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Part of the reason that I dislike them is that they're like, nope, you got to buy a shitty piece of hardware, which I actually did. And then I was just like, I hate this.
Did you get the Switch Lite as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
brutal,
listen.
that.
I went through a real phase of liking porn shops. You squeaked.
I wasn't ready for that.
PAWN, because it was like, look at these bargains that people in serious financial trouble have allowed me to have. And near where I work, it's quite a deprived area, so there's fucking tons of them. Like, I've never seen so many gold crosses with diamonds on them, like genuinely, like all that shit. I'm not interested in that. I was like,
Have you ever had to pawn anything, Josh?
No, I just buy it from the people. Like I'm like, swooping in, getting the deals. So I bought that Switch Lite for like 75 quid or something. I was like, yeah, this is absolutely.
Could you think about the sadness in the hands and have to let that go?
Yeah, fucking.
It's fine, man.
I don't give a shit.
I need to see my fucking trans friend in Paper Mario.
Exactly. If you had to pawn a Switch in like North Liverpool over the last couple of years, please get in touch so I can laugh at you, to be honest, and your deprivation. The rich get richer.
Rich get richer.
The Switch gets richer.
I think you should play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, because to progress the story, you have to get Princess Peach naked like 3 times.
That doesn't interest me.
It's part of the lore.
Okay.
That she just Chun-Li gets her baps out.
Oh.
Loads.
Right.
It's mental though.
Right.
There's loads of like sexual like connotations in Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. 2004 was a great time.
Can I get on Vivian?
I mean, she's already got her top off.
Yeah, but
She's just wearing a hat.
Can I get the romance scene?
What she does, her ability as a character is that she holds Mario and sucks you into the ground. So you can imagine what's going on in there.
Yeah,
Josh.
all right. I'm interested. I'm intrigued.
Calvin, Google Vivian Rule 34.
Don't Google fucking Vivian Rule 34, because they've drawn her with like the fattest dick ever as well. Like,
from looking at this, I actually looked up like who were the first
Rule 34.
No. Like the first trans video game characters. Do you know any more?
Poison. Yeah. There's one from Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear, which people did not like when that came out. Before then, well, there's
one really famous one when it was on the top of the list. I was like, really?
There's one from Persona 4, but I can't. Is it Naruto? Is that? But she's not actually trans. She just dresses as a man to be taken more seriously.
Yeah. In this list, it said chic, and I was like, fucking what? This is just a cross dresser.
No, that's not what trans like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, I know, that's so stupid. They're like, chic.
Oh, chic. Fuck off. Yeah,
chic is way cooler than Zelda, though. To be fair.
Yeah. Does she reference that she has a massive cock in like Street Fighter Cross Tekken?
Her super is her slapping you with her gawk.
That's class, lad.
Mercilessly.
The gawk. I love that. Yeah. Do you know who the first trans video game character is?
Who?
Birdo.
Oh yeah, Birdo's a she, isn't it? Or a he or whatever.
Yeah. Do you know who Birdo is, Calvin?
I have no idea.
Oh, look at the suction on this. Google Birdo. Could you, like, Calvin's turned immediately if he eyes Birdo up in the club. You know Birdo.
We all know Birdo.
Put her up on the screen.
Get her up.
Get her up there, lad.
Beautiful. She's beautiful.
Look, exactly.
She's even got the trans
everyone knows Birdo's trans.
I mean, if we just go a little bit, like, second from the right there.
Oh, God.
No.
No, not that one.
But that works. No, we'll just keep that one. Yeah, that would be the one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not so much now. I'm with Yoshi on that one. Why? Okay. Anyway, getting off this topic.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my God. I didn't want Birdo Rule 34.
Yeah, they asked
and there's going to be lots
today,
of it. Holy shit.
It's crazy, that. Super Mario 2 is my favorite Mario, you know? You know why? Because it's not a Mario game.
Hey.
No, it is my favorite one. To be
Really?
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's got some of the most memorable music.
The music is banging.
I'm going to say, like, I stopped at Sunshine, so everything after that is just pointless.
You never played Mario Galaxy?
No.
Oh, bro.
The nunchuck. It's like, fucking waggle that about. Like, no.
You should have seen the waggling adventures that Dylan had in this fucking room. I was like 11 when that game came out. I remember going to Asda with me mother, picking up Mario Galaxy as an early Christmas present.
You got an early Christmas present after you fucking stole from your nan. It's like, this is exactly the kind of behavior we want to fucking reward here. Yeah.
The things we do for Mario.
What's he do?
Lots.
You steal fucking. There's not a man, woman, or child on earth I wouldn't steal from to get my Mario game.
I've also been playing. I don't know if you've seen this. I don't know if you've heard about this. Have you seen XDefiant?
No.
Do you know what this is? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
When you asked if I'd seen or heard of it, no.
No. It's on our last episode we were talking about trends of video games, and we basically surmised that that free to play would almost be kind of where we're going. So basically, Ubisoft, the French bastards, took one of the old leaders of the old Call of Duty games from Call of Duty 4 to like Infinite Warfare or whatever, and went, we want that, but for us and free to play. Okay. So it's basically a new...
That will do absolute gangbusters if that fucking goes.
Yeah, it's just been released. I've been following it for a little while, but it's essentially very much Overwatch meets Call of Duty.
There's like 3 hero shooters coming out now. There's Marvel Rivals, there's whatever that is, and then there's Valve's one, isn't there?
Oh, fuck, Valve's one, yeah.
Which, by the way, is definitely the one to play.
It's going to be.
Because Valve have fucking awoken from their slumber. You know what I mean? They've gone, have a bit of this, lads. And then they just get, back into their big pile of money. Yeah, it's going to be class, that.
Yeah. Well, I've played a few games, free to play, cross-platform, if you want to jump on with me over the weekend. Fun. Very fun. It's very much like you're playing Modern Warfare 2, but it has objectives.
Oh yeah, I mean,
so it's because I think for shooters now for years there's been like just the obsession of adding more and more stuff and supers and jetpacks and fucking vaulting over shit and flame sword. But this is very much like. Do you remember Call of Duty, kids? Do you remember being a 14-year-old, Josh?
I do.
Sitting with the boys.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's very much that, but rather than just loads of team deathmatch. I think it actually has like a search and destroy mode. I haven't played it yet. I've played
S&D was the one.
Yeah.
Shout out to Noel. Me and him playing search and destroy on Call of Duty 2.
Shout out to Noel. Yeah. Noel Edmonds.
What?
Noel Edmonds.
No.
Do you not play Call of Duty with Noel Edmonds back in the day?
No.
And the only game mode I've played so far is, that one in Overwatch where you have to stand by a thing and it moves and it goes to the end.
Yes.
It's just that. but you die in 2 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So it's got that like.
Do you have like lives?
No, it's just respawn.
So you're just chucking.
You just go.
How big are the teams?
5?
5v5? Okay, so it's not too bad then.
Yeah, it's that same feeling of you can shoot someone and within a couple of bullets they've ate shit already. So it's fun. You should try it out.
Yeah, I'm interested. I mean, I'm interested. I've seen a few clips of Marvel Rivals, and it looks exactly like Overwatch. Honestly,
I haven't seen any of Marvel's Rivals.
It's just like Overwatch, and to the point where it's not even like. Because TF2 is obviously like the GOAT with hero shooter, but Overwatch is very different from that. It's like way more mobile and stuff like that. But even comparing Overwatch to the new Marvel game, they look like characters will have the same ability. Like I think Spider-Man's Doomfist, and I think you know what I mean. Like I think Hela is like Farah and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Same way that Gundam game that I was obsessed with was whatever Gundam was just Genji, and they just basically they just took whatever Overwatch characters and put on Gundam skins.
Yeah, for sure.
I loved it.
That's fine. I mean, like Overwatch should be a lot bigger than it is. It's Blizzard's fault for making it as fucking shit as it is.
Yeah. Well, wasn't it like the biggest game in the world at the time?
They have fumbled the bag so much, and if it wasn't for the fact that Diva is just so tempting to make porn out of, I don't think it would be nearly as much in the public consciousness.
Hell yeah. Didn't they have to like decrease the size of like Tracer's arse or something?
Am I they flattened that butt out, didn't they? Because in her first, because it started with like the victory pose, because the original victory pose was like hair doing over the shoulder, so it was like her being like
oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh, hell
Hole
yeah.
out, and everyone was like, no, don't do that. Stop sexualizing the woman. And they were like, fine. By the way, she's a lesbian. That's the other thing that Overwatch did, is that they would like outplay it. They would out the characters in lore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'd be like, Soldier 76 is gay, by the way. And you're like, great, but like, all right. You know what I mean? And they also had that weird chart, didn't they?
What chart are you talking about?
Oh, I'm going to be really careful now because I feel like this would be very easy to fuck up. But they had like I don't know if it was AI generated or some kind of rating scale for how unique a character was and stuff like their sexuality and their shape and stuff.
What?
Yeah. Calvin, can you just Google Overwatch charts? Because I feel like this is going to be. I don't want to misjudge it,
but they knew exactly what they were doing, and just of the sheer amount of DeviantArt shit posts.
Oh yeah,
that are is this so they have it. So there's an official chart of sexuality, and
it's hang on. If we just do a little pause here for a second, I'll be right back. I'm just going to get Calvin to do this. Just vamp for a little while. Just talk about who your favorite Overwatch character is.
My favorite Overwatch character is the big gorilla. I like him. I like his schmoves. It makes me think of was it Baby's Day Out?
I don't know.
What's the film with the baby and the gorilla?
The baby and the gorilla.
You know that film? Well, it's like the baby's going through some like some wacky adventure, and this gorilla saves him. What? No. No, that sounds right.
George in the Jungle.
Not George in the Jungle, you fucking idiot. George in the Jungle's great. You know what? Yeah, that's exactly what I like. I like the gorilla because I like George of the Jungle. George of the Jungle is my favorite video game character.
Sorry for dropping in.
So what the fuck? What is this?
I actually don't know because I just saw that. I saw the phrase Overwatch diversity chart and I just went, this is going to be a fucking cesspit. I'm just not going to get involved here. But
it's actually from Activision. And
yeah.
So wait.
Okay,
what?
there we go.
But so you can spec all into sexual orientation. I'm all the orientation.
Yeah, exactly. I can't remember the point I was making here, but I mean, it was pretty weird.
Today,
they made Symmetra autistic, which I think was there was a quote by one of the game designers where it was like Symmetra's autism really comes across on the battlefield, and I was just like, do you think autism can bloom on the battlefield? Yeah, I mean, there's some pretty fucking wild stuff. Could you imagine being in work and someone goes, Dylan, great work so far. There's a new project that we want to try. We want to make sure our characters are just, really recognizable, but not like the Diva and Tracer situation. Yeah, we need them to be a little more PG, you know what I mean? So what we're thinking is you classify every character by race, gender, and sexuality, and then just get that back to us in chart form in a way that when we make a new character, we can refer to the diversity chart and maximize the diversity. Okay. So you just get on that and imagine cognitive abilities one. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that could just be inverse. You know what I mean? And I don't know what the other ones are really hard to quantify, like race. So what does 8 points in race equal? What race is that? What race is that? What culture is 8 points in culture? Because it can't be, it can't be on. You know what I mean? That's not going to be okay if you do that. But could you imagine you being there? So it's like, we need to just put culture on an 8-person scale, but make it sensitive.
This is fucking genius.
Yeah.
I'm going to blame Bobby Kotick for this.
And facial features as well, which again feels like, I know we were talking a little bit about how stupid race realism is, but this feels weirdly kind of close.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Josh. So of all of these stats, what points do you give yourself in all? And this, what shape is this? A decahedron.
Okay. I'm gonna say I think most of my points are
start at the top. Go from culture. Where do you out of 10? What do you get for culture?
I play video games, so I'm a solid 3 out of 10. Yeah. My race. I'm just going to go ahead and say I'm 3 again, because you don't want white to be 1, but you also don't want white to be max points.
So it's 10's best.
I'm guessing out. Yeah.
Out of culture.
I'm just gonna dodge the race one.
Yeah.
I'm in my 20s, so I guess I'm a 2 for age. Yeah. So I've got a lot of points to play with here. Cognitive ability.
Yeah, but if you look at the for reference, Josh, see how most of them in age. How can you be better at age?
I think it's just more in age. But the other thing is, do we have the key for which character is what hit?
Hey, you fucking loser. Do you know other losers that might like this podcast? Share with your friends, you asshole. I mean, I won't call your friends assholes, but bring them along. We need more fans of the Low Poly podcast. We need more gooners. More gooning is great for the podcast. You love it. You know someone else will love it. Just tell them. Just tell them. We need more people on it because more people need to see my beautiful fucking face. Fuck Josh off. He's already left.
Josh is gone. That's why I'm here. Hi.
This is the level that we've got to. We've got Calvin in to do the ad reads for our podcast.
Hello.
Yes, share it to people. Like and subscribe. Just a wee reminder. I appreciate you. I'm sure someone else will find this funny. How many comedy video game podcasts are there, Calvin?
I think there are none.
Yeah, especially not funny ones.
No.
Haha.
And one day this will be funny too.
One
I think.
day. Yeah. And you know what? For that day, we need a few people to actually watch. So share it to a friend. I'll give you a kiss. Calvin will leave you alone. I think so.
Oh.
Does this mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So these are the characters.
Who's
right?
got the most culture? Is it Zenyatta has got the most culture?
Right. Can you get rid of all of them and then put in like Tracer so we know? I know who the fuck.
That is a screenshot.
So Dylan's points in cognitive ability. 2.
I do not have access to their internal tool.
I really thought this is like try it at home, kids.
I want to
Wait, what about?
find out what type of Overwatch character
Does
you
that
would
help?
So gender, man.
No, not really.
No, not really.
But it's like it's such a weird arbitrary score. So like tank culture, which so is Reinhardt, Zarya, Wrecking Ball will have lower culture. So Russia, Germany, and space all have low culture.
But what? So do you know who that is?
Lucio, yeah.
So Lucio there is bang in the middle on gender identity.
Yeah.
As is everybody apart from one.
I don't think they have an outwardly
Moira?
trans
Yeah.
person. Oh, maybe Moira might be neutral, right? Moira, yeah, strikes me. She's got that David Bowie thing going on, hasn't she?
I don't know who that is.
Moira. She's the Irish one. The statey.
So you divvy knacker.
Yeah, she sucks with one hand and blows with the other.
Oh, my
That's
kind
weird.
of turn.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Much like better. But one of her skins is like a David Bowie inspired skin.
That's cool.
So I think she's got the thing there. But you know what I mean? It's just I really don't want to spend too much time on the diversity chart because I feel like there are only losers when we talk in the context of the diversity chart. But I can't even remember what the fuck we were doing here. Hero shooters. They're exciting.
Hey.
I'm looking forward to playing Valve's one because I feel like that's going to be less whatever that is.
Yeah. They're not going to be opening up no fucking complex ships.
Please, guys, write a comment and, send us your culture diversity chart.
What's your socioeconomic background?
Yeah,
I can't even
exactly.
say it.
Yeah,
Can't even say it.
But it's like, JoJo, they've got like stand powers and the star graph. You know what I mean? It's big that vibe, isn't it? You know what I mean? Where's Silver Chariot on the fucking thing of this? Where's Avdol's one, whatever it's called? Not Hermit Purple. Sorry, I'm out with myself here. Where's the bird who throws fireballs on the diversity chart?
Exactly.
Because I'll be honest, he doesn't get up to much, does he?
I think we need more diversity charts, Josh.
I think we need definitely more diversity in games. If we want to put that on chart, I feel like that's not the best way to represent that.
Boil down entire cultures.
Right, I think this is the weird thing about, because I think this slipped in when all of the other stuff about Blizzard bullying and harassing people into killing themselves and stealing people's breast milk was all coming out. You know what I mean? I think that was all when that was happening. So when
explain
the diversity,
that to me again, sorry.
So Blizzard Entertainment made very good games. Yeah. So we let them just get on with it, and it turns out that was maybe not the best thing to do. No, there was someone in particular who was like bullied for being female. She ended up taking her own life.
I know the crack.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, is this some more details?
Oh, we've got the breakdown for the culture chart. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. So if Anna's go scroll down there, lad.
Anna's my favorite character.
So if Anna scores a 7 out of 10 for culture and race by being an Egyptian Arab, what exactly is a 10 out of 10? I think these are just more questions than answers, Josh.
Anna has a 0 out of 10. Listen, Anna is not a 0 out of 10.
In
I'm
any
not
aspect.
going to lie. Anna is,
for body type?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Anna's
nuts.
great. Anna was my main for a long time. She was great.
Anyway,
Yeah, back to whatever news you're talking about.
air shooters. Yep. X. Well, when I looked up XDefiant, I accidentally looked up XDeviant, and I think it just led me to a porn website immediately. And
Should we just Google that? Calvin, can you just Google XDeviant, please?
Yeah, if you want.
No, we're good.
We don't really.
Pretty good. If you like Call of Duty, but don't like it anymore, try it out. It's fucking free. Whatever. Ubisoft bringing out a free game has blown my mind a little bit when it's not.
It's weird because that would make a lot of sense, you would think, for Ubisoft to do, but they don't, when they can just be like, we've got more Assassin's Creed. Mind you, they've released a trailer for that, isn't it? Where you can be Yasuke finally.
Yeah, it is Yasuke.
Which I'm looking forward to.
But also, they've already done Ghost of Tsushima. Speaking of, Ghost of Tsushima's out in PC now. Lad.
No, it's on the wish list. We were talking about this. Sorry, I was just looking at the tabs that I've got open, and it's everyone laughing at Rishi Sunak. Sorry.
What is Rishi Sunak's score in the first thing?
Well, no, I'm not touching that one.
Socioeconomic
It is 10
background.
out of 10 for socioeconomic. Intelligence, maybe not so much. What's it called?
Politics.
Yeah. This is now a politics podcast. Ghost of Tsushima, I really want to buy. I'm not going to pay £50 for it.
£50 a lot.
It's a lot. That's a 1,000-year door. I could just so easily pay that price for a game that came out in 2003.
4.
Oh, well, sorry. My bad. yeah.
It's dead good. I was looking forward to a lot at the time. It's my first Sucker Punch game. I didn't play any.
Sly.
So I didn't play Sly.
So
I
good.
didn't play Infamous.
Yeah, I didn't play
I didn't play
Infamous.
Infamous.
It looked so lame.
Yeah.
It was like one of the most 2008 games ever. And it was like, this is a bald, gruff
You're a
man.
man who has electric powers.
Yeah, exactly.
Buy the PS3.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
That
he
was
did.
the hardest sell for me, is that they had, on the one hand, they had Infamous, where it's like, what's his name? Cole. Yeah, shoot. I have the power. Sort of thing.
That's
Not
one
even
step
in
away
like
from your character called Brian.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck me.
See Brian there. Chucking electricity down the street.
Hell fucking dodgy Brian. Just throwing
So he's
bricks.
playing about on them power lines, and the next thing you know, he can fly using electricity. But on the other hand, on the Xbox, you had Prototype, didn't you? Which is way better.
Prototype, I liked.
But
it was shit though.
Yeah, but it's like, what you want to be? Do you want to be a fella who is electric, or do you want to be Alex Mercer?
Alex Mercer.
Who's just a skin dude.
I really liked Prototype. Oh, remember Prototype?
Those games went on though. That game was
Yeah.
like 1,000,000 hours long.
Was
at
it
least.
difficult or was I a child?
I think it's harder than. Yeah, it's like a hard game, but it's
Yeah.
also just fucking long and boring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So Calvin, Prototype was this game where you basically, instead of having electric powers, you had flash powers.
Yeah.
Ah, my brother had this.
Yeah, and you just
You could glide around and stuff. It was cool.
Oh, I don't
In an
know.
You just
era of-
googled Prototype, the word.
Yeah, in an era of no good
There we
superhero
are.
games, Prototype was
Yeah.
Yeah.
2009.
You
What a
just, like,
year.
mince around New York, killing
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly right. You mince.
You literally mince New York.
Yeah, he minces.
people. Yeah, that was
I never
good
played
fun.
Prototype 2 though.
No one else did.
What
What are you talking about?
Pretty
What
good.
game were we talking about?
We were talking about Ghost of Tsushima. It was dead good. Didn't play any Sucker Punch games.
I don't want any spoilers for Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not going to give you any, other than it's pretty good.
Did Sekiro come out the year after, or was it the year before?
Well before.
Was it before?
Well
Oh,
before.
Sekiro was so good, man.
Sekiro was fucking fire.
Sekiro was
That
fucking real good.
it's nowhere near Sekiro level.
Oh,
It's to warn you. Sekiro is as good as you get.
yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima is not going for that at all. It's not particularly difficult. It's got Sekiro countery combat,
Oh, yeah.
which is dead good.
That's all I want.
Um,
Do you wipe your sword off? And,
of course.
Yeah, that's all I'm
so
there for.
so what you do? This is in the gameplay.
You
trailer,
mince
so
around
it's
Japan.
like- You mince around Japan. You're fighting the Mongol horde,
Say no more.
which is pretty good.
Say no more.
Yeah,
Say
cool.
no more.
But like when you walk up to camps, you basically no.
Keep going.
No.
Yeah. Careful now.
Thank you. And so when you walk up the camps, you basically do like a
Engages
cowboy
and stuff.
What?
What? You cowboy?
You know how like in cowboys have like shootouts?
Do you have a gun?
No.
Oh, so it's like a sword shootout.
So you go up and you be like, "Hey, you Mongols!" And then so we come out and I'm gonna get you, you Mongols. And then, so you basically have like a samurai showdown with the Mongol horde.
Beautiful.
And it's naked. It's really fun. It's a
It
very,
sounds like everything I'd love in a game.
I started this conversation with pure sincerity.
Yeah.
You
No,
derailed this.
no, maybe I will buy it actually. Let's see just how much I got in the old
Sounds
bank
pretty
account. Yeah.
Dead good. If it's my synopsis, if Assassin's Creed was good.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's it. It'd be
That's it.
interesting to see how that stacks up against the new Assassin's Creed that comes out.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's been close enough now, and obviously everyone raved about Ghost of Tsushima because they were like, PlayStation's got one good game now. One good game. Holy shit.
It was the last good game to go out in PS4 as well too. So
Yeah, it was right at the end,
I platinumed it and everything. I loved it.
Really?
Quite an easy one, but basically just do all. It's a good game that gives you those sorts of achievements because if it's a game that's like if you just do all the stuff, you'll get the platinum.
Yeah.
And I love that.
That's what I want.
You don't have to fanny around catching frogs or some shit. Fuck that.
Learning your shakuhachi or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a rhythm game with the shakuhachi?
You can control the wind like Wind Waker with your shakuhachi.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that.
Do you have a boat?
You don't have a boat. You have
Why
a
do I
boat.
need to? Has the horse got a sail on it? I was like, why do I need to control the wind?
There's no big, you know how games have a giant arrow to be like, go this way, you Mongol horde. And then it doesn't do that. So what you do, you touch the touchpad on the PlayStation. I don't know what you do on PC, but what direction the wind is going is the direction
way you
of
need to
your
go.
objective.
Right.
So you'll change objective and the wind will go fuck you off that way. Exactly.
Because your big sleeves. You glide over.
Like a flying squirrel.
Batman, right?
Yeah, very good. You should get it. £50 for a game that came out a couple of years ago. I mean, I just bought fucking Paper Mario, so who am I to judge? You know what came out that no one gave a fuck about? Hellblade 2.
Oh, Senua, yeah. You know what? I really loved the first one as well. The first one was really, really enjoyable.
I feel like Microsoft real shit the bed.
I saw a stat that it opened with a lower player count than Hi-Fi Rush and Redfall, and that second one is kind of very worrying for that studio.
Yeah, well, but there was what advertising, and I didn't even know what was out until I was like, when the fuck's this out? And I looked, and it was already out. And I went, lads, I just think there was no marketing push to it at all. Explain the Calvin Senua Sacrifice for first.
Senua, we've talked about this before, Calvin, is a schizophrenic Viking.
Yeah.
But it's not as fun as it sounds.
She doesn't have a Viking sidekick in her head.
Yeah, exactly.
She just has anxiety.
She just has anxiety and auditory hallucinations, and also actual hallucinations too. So it was a beautiful looking game. It was a very interesting concept. It was a very easy game, and it was quite short, wasn't it? And from what I've seen, it's just better looking, easier, and shorter, and not quite as. I guess the novelty's kind of gone a little bit.
Yeah, people got it the first time round, and then it's just more of that. It's because the first Senua Sacrifice got such praise in those communities as well too. It's like you've nailed how this feels to have these conditions. Yeah, and I think it's just more of that. But it looks very
amazing. You see, you remember the other week, Calvin, we were talking about fuck about money or whatever we called it, failure money. Whatever.
Yeah.
That feels like the kind of game where it's like this will be the best looking thing that comes out for 3-4 years probably because it looks that good. And that's it really. No one's really gonna. It doesn't seem like anyone's buying it. I don't know anyone who's playing it. And to be honest, I'm not interested in it.
I'm not, but I think it's a marketing fumble more than anything else. It's one of those where I don't know if Microsoft just went, no one's gonna fucking play this. It's not fucking dollar.
It's a big ask because I think it's only about 5 hours. So expecting someone to pay full price for that now with all the other shit that's going on with Microsoft is
it's Game Pass. That's how they fucking get
it's
you.
On Game Pass.
Yeah, it's Game Pass.
I might play Senua Sacrifice. I'll pay you £7 for this.
Yeah, exactly. I think they fucked it up. Microsoft is shit anyway. Let fuck them. Do you know what's coming out soon that there's a new trailer for?
Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erdtree.
Fucking Shadow of the Erdtree.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I think we should do an episode after it comes out talking about it and being like, holy shit, I can't believe Mikola is actually, I don't know. You know what I mean?
Just a dude.
Just a fella.
That's a fucking Gary.
Gary.
What is he doing? You have been playing Elden Ring. I've been playing Elden Ring.
Yeah.
Well, in my days off, I was basically cycling between Paper Mario, Elden Ring, and Street Fighter. And just depending on what time Katie had her nap. Because
That's what you would get.
Because she played Baldur's Gate when she was awake, and then she'd like a bear hibernating. Would get to 2:00 in the day and go, it's slumber time, and she would pat me on the head and leave me, and I go, it's fucking PlayStation, yeah,
Ellie ring time.
yeah. And then she'll wake up and get off, you fucking bitch, bitch slap me, and then I have to pick up my Switch like a child, and then sit beside her and play
Back to
Paper Mario.
1,000. Yeah.
I left the house at 8:30 on Sunday, and Dylan was sat on the sofa with his legs curled up.
He does.
Playing.
He sits like a maiden, doesn't he? Or a man? It's like the legs are like this. And just like,
That's
and
exactly it.
His little Udi,
and as he plays, his toes and feet twitch. And
It's very charming.
on the other sofa was Katie sat playing Baldur's Gate, and Dylan was playing Pippa Bitch or whatever it is. And then I came back
Pippa Bitch.
10 hours later to exactly the same scene.
That's how you know it's a good game. Yeah, I've had that as well. Like last year or so, really not had any time to just sit and like rot and play games. But getting back into Elden Ring is like so good.
It's a good rock game, that, isn't it?
It's a weird one. It's not as hard as I expected, to be honest.
See, the point at which I stopped the first time around, so I got to the mountaintops of the Giants. We've talked about this before.
I got to Altus Plateau and I was like, fuck me, this is a big old game, this.
That I'm after. There's another whole area.
Yeah,
you know. So I got to Altus Plateau and went, fucking finally, I'm at the end of this game.
Yeah.
And then it went, no, here's an entire other massive bit. And I went, I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And everyone was telling me the difficulty spikes well up. And I was like, I don't know if I could be arsed. And I stopped, and then I couldn't get back into where I was. So then started playing it again, did like 14 hours, and went, I'm going to jump it back in. And it doesn't spark that bad. It's not.
No, it's not that bad.
It's going through it now in the end, where I am in the end game. It's not that fun.
Yeah.
It's not that fun.
I'm trying not to spoil it, but I also need to know the point where I don't progress anymore.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to replay the game again up to the thing.
Yeah. I'm at like, my main character is like level 110 or something. It takes
I'm like 113, I think.
Yeah. So I think I'm very close to the end. And I'm actually enjoying it way more than I thought, because I thought, I don't know if I'm going to jump back into my character and just be in it. But I have. It's a class game. Like,
it is. It's really, really
I think
good.
that little bit of separation that I had from it has made me appreciate it way more. And it's I've only jumped in before the DLC coming out in June.
This is something that's happened to me, I think, with most Souls games, where I'll buy them on release and go, this is boring. I'm like, this is really lame. And then I'll wait, because I'll never be in the mood to play it.
Yeah.
And then when I'll wait 6 months, be in the mood to play it and be like, fuck, that's a fucking amazing game. Yeah. Like the other
I had that with Sekiro. I bought Sekiro and I went, she's no Dark Souls, and then forgot about it, and then just picked it up randomly and was obsessed with it.
Yeah, Sekiro was like the exception. I pirated it with a friend of mine, Nick, and we were on Discord together, just being like, just playing the game, just being like, this is the fucking, it was like peak rotten Calvin, you know what I mean? It was two people not in the same room, playing the same game, talking about the game in the same areas, you know what I mean? It was fucking excellent. Excellent. But yeah, no, going back to Elden Ring after like a year was fucking boss idea, because everyone's figured everything out. And if I want to know something like how to do the quest, I'll just Google it. And I go, okay, this is fucking fun.
I used to be a little cunt, right? And I used to have a real thing about not looking up guides.
Yeah.
I used to, like, as a kid, I was like, I want to figure it out.
Yeah.
Whereas now I'm like,
I don't give a shit.
Get up the guides, lad. I don't give a fuck. So, you know, it was Dark Souls 1 that changed my mind on it, because I was trying to play that game without a guide. And I went, this is fucking shit. You know what? I fucking hate this game.
I had the same thing where I think I read something about a place called like Erdtree Lake, and I was like, what the fuck is Erdtree Lake? And you have to go through like 3 hidden doors down a lot, all this thing, and you're just like, oh yeah, okay, this is a really like important, not like story important, but like a really like
as a massive place. No, the worst that fucking Dark Souls 1 does is that to get the ring that can make you that not go through sludgy water like a sludge man.
You have to kill Havel, don't you? I think.
Not Havel. Havel gets you the armor. You have to go back to where the start of the game is.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to glitch. Basically, you glitch the game out. You have to roll on this bit of like landscape that you don't think you can walk on, and then you follow it up this weird way, and you get into a nest, and you crawl up like an egg, and you trick a giant crow to pick you up on his giant crow feet, and he takes you back to the beginning of the game, and you get a really important item, and it's fucking stupid.
It doesn't make any sense, and it's you never in a million years fucking figure it out.
It's fucking it's when you do it, like it's cool that it's there. But the fact that the ring that is dead important to go through Blight Town is you need to do it is fucking stupid.
Sure. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm now I beat Morgoth or whatever his name. I'll be honest, I'm not paying attention to the story at all. That's what Vati Vidge is for, isn't it? You just watch him. But like, just speak to me about this story, funny Australian man, and then I'll just figure out the rest. Because I'll be honest, like,
there's a reason why he has like 2 million subscribers and he does one thing.
Yeah, I don't need to do it, but I'm excited. I'm really excited for Erdtree, Shadow of Erdtree, because the DLCs are always my favorite part of Souls games. Like Ring City, fucking incredible. Is it Artorias of the Abyss? The first one? Sick.
First one.
All the DLCs for 2 were fucking horrifically hard, but very good.
Bloodborne DLC was absolutely fuego. I know you haven't done Bloodborne, but that same thing. The From Software DLC is always the best bit.
Yeah.
You haven't played Armored Core yet?
No, I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm actually thinking about emulating some of the earlier ones so I can like go into it.
I don't think you need to.
I heard that music, which I sent you, which is like there's always someone moving on the surface or something like that, and I was just like, yeah, fuck it, that'll do. Armored Core is fire. Like. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing it.
I never finished it, and you talking about Armored Core with me recently has made me go, yeah, Armored Core up again.
I'm kind of feeling it. So, I'm really looking forward to it. But I want to save Shadow of the Erdtree for an episode because I think it would just be really nice to be like, oh, this was.
So we can basically, once basically the week it comes out, we can just fucking rot max it and then come back and report to the people.
Yeah, pretty much. I might want to change my build up a little bit because I am just a great sword with a frost enchantment on it, and I'm just like fucking bashing fellas, which is really satisfying. But
I use I wanted like a samurai character, did like the samurai thing that you pick at the start.
Of course I did.
Because I wanted my weeaboo girlfriends to be obsessed with me. So but I basically was like, the katana was the first weapon I got, and I went, yep, this is me. And I got the Moon Veil, which is a magic sword that scales with intelligence.
Yeah.
And thank you, Calvin.
Cheers, Cal.
Yeah, cheers, Calvin. And so basically I only put points into the magic stat, but don't use any spells.
Yeah. It is dumb. I keep seeing things like there's the fellas at the Volcano Manor, like the obvious lair of obvious evil when they like go invade these people and they all have sick builds and really cool armor, and I go, it's just me fucking lumbering around like, I'm like berserk. Funk. You know what I mean? And I go, I'm so lame. I'm just like, exactly, I'm so lame. I'm just like, where is Guts' armor? Where is Guts' sword? And I was like, oh, just smacking stuff's not enough for me, so I need to cheese it even more. And I just think I should stop being a little baby bitch and just, because I've never done faith, I've never done spells, I've never done anything
Dark
like
Souls
that.
1, I do.
I've been like, you know what? The other thing that I've realized that maybe the reason I disliked Dark Souls is that I was really just in on dex builds for some reason.
That's why.
And I was like, I don't need to get hit. You know what I mean? I don't need to block. I'll just dodge everything. And so I just get smashed by shit regularly. Yeah, I remember in Elden Ring, I picked like the little stone sword key and I went to the optional dungeon at first, and I was like, first day, I was like, I'm not leaving until I beat this. And the thing about, why the fuck did I care that I was getting smashed by this little fucking tree worm, bitch?
Oh, that's a hard fight as well, too.
When you're just poking him, it does no damage. I did it this time with my big barbarian axe, and it was dead easy.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Moral of the story, Elden Ring dead good.
Yes.
DLC is also going to be dead good.
I mean, 35 fucking quid.
What do you think of the price? 35
quid for DLC.
35 British pounds.
Pounds.
Fucking prawns.
Fucking prawns.
It's 35 quid for DLC.
Yeah.
And how much DLC is 35 quid?
They say it's about as big and as long as another game.
I have total and utter faith that it will be class.
It will be good.
It's like the fact that it is so expensive makes me more eager for it because I go, fucking hell.
You're an
these
easy
mad
fucking
Japanese
seller, aren't you?
bastards.
Like,
I was listening to a podcast the other day where there's these lads that live in Japan. The Trash Taste podcast. I have showed it to you.
Who are they?
They're a couple of lads.
Are they like a little small?
Yeah. I mean, help them out, folks.
Give 'em a look.
Shout out to Trash Taste podcast.
Is that where you stole some format ideas?
Oh,
That's where he
Yeah,
stole
3x3.
every idea for this.
This is Trash Taste is
on his
essentially.
design document, Calvin, it goes, like the Trash Taste podcast. I'm like the title.
I've essentially assembled this to be like a little bit more Trash Taste, but we say the R word more often.
Cool.
That's
It's a
pretty
niche.
much it.
It's a niche. It's a niche. Whatever.
But
I don't know, Calvin. Like FromSoft's one of the only big companies that I would trust not to fuck it up because they've just been slamming home runs for 15 years.
On this podcast, one of the lads, Connor, was saying that he went to this bar that like a lot of the they live in Tokyo, and that a lot of the game developers go to.
Oh no! Right.
I was listening to this podcast and he's telling the story, and now I am regurgitating a story from a different podcast for our podcast, Josh.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, and this is a new technique, but he was saying that all these lads from Software were in this bar.
Really?
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, sick! Like, how are you guys? What's happening?" They're like, "We're really tired." And they were just like the lowest energy lads. It's like Elden Ring was good though, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I guess so." Arigato gozaimasu. Just wanting to kill him.
Yeah. Let's go. I mean, you know what? I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
If a thousand Japanese men have to deprive themselves of sleep for my entertainment, so be it.
Make it 2,000.
Double it. You know what? Miyazaki, double it.
Double it up.
I'll pay you more money. Hire more Japanese men.
45 quid. I'm willing to do it.
Can I pay you extra? Can I tip you to hire and overwork another Japanese man?
Every extra pound someone pays is another Japanese man that wants to kill themselves. Okay, finally, Josh. Let's go do some of this stuff. Last thing on my agenda. Street Fighter Season 2.
No, wrap it up.
I've got to go pick my meds up.
Yeah.
So I'll leave this to you.
Well, next week, folks, I'll talk about Street Fighter.
Yeah, please do.
Probably won't. Akuma's, everyone plays Akuma.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
That's it.
He's busted.
They've changed a lot of the stuff. Did you buy Street Fighter? It's dead good. I have like 320 hours in it now, and I still suck. It's really annoying. Yeah. It's because
I love how you're shouting out things which are vastly more successful than us. You're like, go try out Street Fighter 6. Go listen to this podcast with 6 million subscribers. And on that note, folks, fucking get us 6 million subscribers.
Yeah,
you know
come
what I mean?
on. Get us a couple of Japanese men to work for us.
Yeah, I want to overwork Japanese men so fucking bad.
How many Japanese men could we hire with some extra Patreons?
Exactly.
Go over to our
Not even
Patreon.
Patreons. Just if you're listening to this podcast, just send it to 2 people.
Yeah.
Just send it to 2 virgins.
Oh, right,
You'll
yeah.
like this.
Sorry, I thought you meant sent the money to us so we can like hire in Japanese fellas.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Either
let's
or,
make it
why not?
happen. Let's make it happen. We tried overworking Calvin. It turns out it's really easy and just not that fun.
Yeah. Now imagine a language barrier.
Oh,
Even better.
yes. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love my Duolingo level 1 Japanese and me just shouting loudly and banging the table saying crunch, crunch, crunch,
Crunchu, crunchu, crunchu.
What do you want me to crunch on? Doesn't matter.
Get crunching.
Get crunching, bitch.
Tanaka, get crunching.
Get crunching or there will be consequences.
Yeah, if you like this podcast, send it to people that you might think will like it because we need more listeners before we kill ourselves like the staff from Software. Have you anything to say, Josh?
It's been a genuine pleasure. Oh, it's great.
Bye-bye. Sayonara!